Hey guys, I guess some of you are surprised to see me review Utawarerumono Isare no Waren because I said that I wouldn't do it because it was season 2. But after talking with some people on Google Plus and also reading on Mal, I found out that this is an alternative setting. So I can actually review this without having to watch the first season. Or now I say the first season, but the Utawarerumono. Uh, so yeah, but I wonder, could this be like not an alternative settings, but a side story? So where we in Utawarerumono is following the Group A. In this one, we are following Group B. Could that be the case? Because I've talked with the person that said this was a season 2, and from what he told me, I can understand why. And I will also explain that in this review why he thought this was a season 2. But let's get into the story of Utaware Romono Isare no Baren. Or let's just call it Uta. Yeah, let's call it Uta. Basically, this starts out with our main character. He can't remember who he is, so we don't know what his real name is, but I will be referring to him as Haku because that's the name our female um, main character Kuon gives him, and that is connected to the first season, or now I say first season. So the first Utaware Romono, basically the main character from there, it's Hakuno, I think he is called. Um, but yeah, he is. We meet this our main character, and he is like in the mountain out of nowhere, and he is in what looks very much like patient garb, like hospital, the hospital clothes you get, and he is like doesn't know how he's gotten there. So I wonder, have he maybe gotten teleported to this world or something, or not teleported, like transferred to this world or from our world, because he don't seem to know any place in this world, uh, or at least the places Kuon mentioned. But let's step back to that. And yeah, let's say like this: he's surprised to see the giant skull panda that basically tries to eat him. But of course, he don't want to be eaten, so he runs away and falls down into a, what's called a cave, and he's almost getting eaten by the skull penta if he wasn't saved by a slime, or as the people in this world call it, a curse. And I wonder, why is it called a curse and not a slime? Then again, slime is just a word we have found. It could be that, say, if we say in another world, they maybe call it splat or something. You know, it's just a word we found, so of course it's that. But that slime, it calls him Umakeko, and it looks to have admiration for him. So I wonder, is Umakeko his real name? Does he has maybe is he maybe like demon lord or something? What is up with him? Why does the slime know him? Or is the slime even aware of him? I wonder. But yeah, we then he is then saved by Kuon, who or saved. I'm not sure because I don't think the slime would have eaten him like it did with the skull panda. So yeah, but we are then introduced to Kuon, who, from what I understood from the summary, it was a bit special because he was born with the cat ears and cattails. And one thing: do not touch a girl's tail without asking. It's very impolite in this world. And yeah, as Patterson was saying, I thought it was special that she would be like an outcast or something, but it turns out that the village she goes to, there's a lot of people that has cat ears and cattails. I presume I don't see them, but I presume that. So yeah, I presume that. also she is a bit, let's say, out of the norm for female characters, because when our main character he goes to the shower, not shower, the bath, to bath, she, oh man, she runs to basically peek on him, and yeah, she gets kind of embarrassed by it, and oh man, also she sees how badly hurt his foot is, and I must say he's actually lucky that's only the the he only got that hurt, because considering he went through the snow in barefoot, basically he didn't have any what's called boots or anything. He only had his hospital garb, so he shall be very lucky that he didn't lose it. And I must say, then I don't know what medicine Hyun gave him, but man, his foot was healed very fast. It was basically like overnight. His that basically from you basically could see the flesh underneath, the bare flesh, under the skin, the two almost being healed. But yeah, we see. Then we are, should we say? Then we learn that if you don't work here in this world, you don't eat. So Haku, yeah, okay, Haku again. It's given to him by Kuon, and let's say like this: you don't want to argue with Kuon, because as we see later on, is that she's really strong, because when we see her like trying to find some thing that Haku can work at, we see him basically carrying a bag that is like, from what my knowledge of those bags, 10 kilograms. So yeah, yeah, and he cannot carry that, or almost he hardly can carry it. However, she has like four under each arm, so she carries about 80 kilograms. So she's pretty strong, and she don't even seem to break a sweat. So I think she could easily carry 100 kilogram or more. So you don't want to mess with her. Yeah, you don't want to mess with Q. She's also pretty cute, by the way. I really like her, and actually, she's the reason why I decided to research to find out why, if this really was a season 2, because I really want to watch it for her. But yeah, so let's say like this: he's basically like not very fit for anything. He can even can not even grind floor, not floor. It's called meal in Danish. It's called something with it's the thing you use to bake bread and stuff. I cannot recall the pronunciation of the English word, but yeah, he cannot even grind that by hand. But we find out that he's pretty smart, because he found out how to fix the watermill so it can grind the flour, uh, or now I say the flour, but yeah, yeah, you know what I mean, for him. And yeah, then we are met with Ukon, the boss, which I presume is the boss of Kuon and the hotel. And he's like, "You're pretty smart." So yeah, but Haku, he don't want anyone to know that he fixed it, because he's afraid that he then have to, like get other stuff like, oh, now you have to fix this, you have to fix this, and this stuff. But of course, he has to do that, I presume, in the future, because he can't, like expect to get like welfare fed. Like, even thought Kuon seemed to think of him like a pet. Yeah, that's a bit what it is, or should I say, like a child that needs protection stuff. But then again, I can understand, because he isn't like knowledgeable about the basic things of this world. But if he is from another world, then it's understandable. But yeah. However, it is found out by Kuon that Haku fixed the watermill, so yeah. And let me say it like this: this episode, they're pretty much, other than the giant skull of Panda and, you could say, the curse, there wasn't really anything that was like could be a villain. or evil. And I wonder, why was the episode named Curse? Does that curse have some importance? Does it? Especially also because it called him Umakeko. Does it have importance? But yeah, there was pretty much nothing. Or, well, at the end, we seen like those cat people, as I would call them, being attacked by something. We don't see what it is, but I think that we may see Kuon and Haku may having to defeat that thing or something in the next episode. But so far, it's actually refreshing to have an episode where it's not like, it's not driven by fan service. It's not a slice of life, if I must say it like that. Or at least I don't feel like it's a slice of life. It's just some relaxing things. It's nice that you don't have to like have a lot of comedy or anything. It's basically, oh wait, it is most like the slice of life actually. But it's nice to see that in a fantasy setting and not having like, females that basically like are gonna basically try to kill each other to get the main character or stuff. It's nice. I'm really happy that I decided to look through it and find out that this actually was uh, something I could watch without having to watch the first. But I will sign off now, and or rather end the reviews, and wish you all a good day, good night, wherever you are. And until next time, see you guys.